First, let's start with this case.
My husband is a nice guy, but sometimes he doesn't listen to me, and that really triggers me if he does it frequently enough. For example, he will ask if I want some oranges. He'll say no thank you, then he'll peel some oranges for me and offer me some, and then he'll say no thank you, and he leaves the bowl of oranges there. But imagine this happens for multiple scenarios daily. 95% of our fights are because he does not listen to me and thinks he knows better and keeps insisting and imposing his ideas on me. Today, I was holding our baby daughter, 2 months, and eating. He told me to eat first and he will hold our daughter. I told him, "I'm fine, it's finger food and I got it." I told him to eat first and then rear the toddler baby after. Well, he insisted I should eat first and told me to give him the baby. I told him again, "No, I'm okay, I can hold the baby." He then came over and grabbed the baby and repeatedly said, "Eat. Eat first, I'll eat after." I told him explicitly, "No, let go. No, I'm fine. No, don't take her. You aren't listening to me, and this will lead to a fight. This is disrespectful. Please stop," while maintaining my hold on our baby. He kept grabbing the baby from my arms, and I finally let go because I didn't want to make our baby feel uncomfortable or worse, hurt her. Like, God forbid we drop her while both trying to grab her. I was so pissed off he would not listen to me again and went as far as starting a tug-of-war with our baby. He says he's always trying to just be nice, and I end up snapping at him. It's also important to know what we value the most in a relationship. He values feeling like he's cared for and loved. I value being respected. I told him by not listening to me repeatedly, multiple times a week, he's disrespecting me. So now I feel crazy. I know he's trying to be nice, but I end up having a fight about how he doesn't listen to me at least twice a month. Edit. No, I don't think this is abusive because it's a learned behavior. He does this with his mom and vice versa. And after his mom gives in, she laughs and says, "Oh, my son is so filial." Apparently they enjoy this. FML. This behavior has exponentially gotten worse since his mom moved in, which is a totally different issue. Let's start judging. He's not trying to be nice, he is trying to be controlling. You have to do as he says. You have to eat when he says. What's next? Ask for his permission to poop? Playing tug-of-war with a baby is actually insane. Control and other abuse usually ramp up after big events like having a baby. Is he showing any other red flag? You're not in the wrong. Forceful yes, nice no. Steamrolling you when you're saying no is so far from nice. Doing it multiple times every single day is, I don't even know what to say. I would lose my mind. Of course you snap at him. What else are you supposed to do? Not that it matters. He doesn't listen even when you snap. He's not trying to be nice. People who try to be nice don't do things they are explicitly told not to do. On the off chance this actually is him trying, he is the worst at it anyone has ever been. You're not crazy. The problem is that he decides he knows what's best for you and then enforces that over your protests. He's not being nice. He's demonstrating that he thinks of you and your opinions, needs as less important, right than whatever he imagines. It's disrespectful and disenfranchisement. It's manipulative. Next time, could you try a calm question before you get angry? And when he first does it, why are you ignoring me? Why do you think you know what I need more than I do? Or more forceful, do you think I'm a child that you need to force to do the right thing? Or, are you deliberately ignoring me because you want to start a fight again? Pick a phrase you pull out each time he starts this that grabs his attention and forces him to question why he does this. It needs to be calm, before you're angry, and it needs to make him explain why he's ignoring you. Next up, so this happened yesterday. My mother just let herself into my house. I am a 36-year-old woman, and walked into my bedroom at around 9:10 a.m. without a heads up she was coming over, nor asking if she could come over, or even knocking at the damn patio door that was open for my dog and yelling in that she was there. She just walked into my bedroom and proceeded to ask why I wasn't WFH yet, and after being told to leave, she pottered around in my kitchen, cleaning stuff, and attempted to fill the second dog water bowl. First and the one in my bathroom were full. She has essentially OCD, and it drove me nuts when I was a child. But coming into my house to nitpick everything is just unacceptable. I told her to leave multiple times, and after a good 5 minutes plus of that, I told her to get the F out ASAP. She did not take kindly to it, but she never takes kindly to me establishing boundaries. Her just walking in unannounced has happened around once every other month past couple years, and my anxiety is off a cliff because of this and other personal stuff. I know she wants to help, but I am going insane over the intrusiveness. I am having mental health problems, severe depression and anxiety and chronic insomnia, which I have been working on all through 2024, and now I'm going to have a first app with a psychologist next week. I just want to know if I am overreacting or underreacting because this has been my whole life. Overstepping, boundary-pushing parents. Don't even get me started on what happened in Mexico when I was 21, and she overstepped lol severely during our group holiday. She tried to start cleaning my sink because it was not up to her standards. I just cannot anymore. Let's start judging. You're not in the wrong. You are entitled to privacy in your own house. But now I really want to know what happened in Mexico. I did change all your locks as well as taking away her keys. Someone who is that OCD that she wants to control what goes on in your house as well as theirs probably made copies. If she does it again, get a restraining order. You're not in the wrong. Are you kidding? Lock your doors. Change the locks if she has keys. Keep them locked. Get a doggy door for the patio door. You are legally and morally entitled to privacy in your own home. Anyone entering without your express permission is a trespasser. Is she going to crawl through a doggy door? This is a clear case of someone trying to make a crazy person out as normal. She is not. Make her stop or get a restraining order. This is not normal. You're 36, a grown adult. You do not have to ask permission from anybody to live your own life. People will do whatever you let them get away with. Stop letting her walk all over you. Next up, I am 4. Realize I may be the A here. I am a neurodivergent person who has worked extremely hard to be where I am. I have been through a lot in my past, from serious mental health issues to health scares, and have recently got to my best place in life. I have a caring GF, a great degree, and I am moving on to get another degree in a subject I love. I am preparing to get into graduate schemes, so in an effort to prepare, I checked my credit score. I was shocked to see a loan in my name which was in debt. Upon further investigation and phoning the loan organization, I found out this debt was out for debt enforcement, with them seeking a reasonable amount of money in my name. I phoned all family it could be and was told it wasn't them at all, but that I was overreacting and it wasn't a big deal. With all information, I could get it all pointed to my sibling taking this loan out. To me, this is huge. Not only am I really worried by breaking rules, neurodivergent, but I am applying for graduate schemes where they have to check my credit score, and I am rated as very low, meaning I would not be employable. As a result of this, I have reported this to the police, even though it is likely a sibling would be investigated and possibly arrested for this. I have spoken to lawyers, advice people, and other family. All have said I am doing the right thing, even though there is a huge risk of a close sibling being taken in by the police. I recently got a phone call from said sibling telling me I had to take the police report back, as the report and investigation could end their job possibilities, and therefore couldn't afford to carry on for long. They were adamant they didn't not do this act of fraud. I feel I am in the right, even though I am doing this solely in my interests of not only making sure I can get a good graduate scheme, but also making sure my credit is good. I have worked so hard to get where I am, and I do not want to let that be ruined by fraud, even if it does come at the risk of a close sibling. Let's start judging. If they didn't do the fraud, they're in no danger. If they're lying to you and they did do it, which seems more likely, they tried to steal from you in a way that would ruin your chance of going to grad school. Either way, continue with the police report. You're not in the wrong. Someone committed identity theft and fraud using your name.
IT is very serious and you will be held responsible for the debt. I am surprised your family wasn't concerned.
Calling the police and having this investigated is the only way to protect yourself. If it is a family member, I understand that there will be hard feelings. Some family members may not support you. Someone broke the law and needs to be held accountable. You should not have to pay the debt. You're not in the wrong. You're not in the wrong. You need to protect yourself and your credit rating against fraud. So you simply cannot stop this. I phoned all the family it could be and was told it wasn't them at all, but that I was overreacting and it wasn't a big deal. With all the information I could get, it all pointed to my sibling taking this loan out. Don't let them nonsense you. This sounds like they already knew about it and want to protect your sibling. You need to clear this up. I recently got a phone call from said sibling telling me I had to take the police report back, as the report and investigation could end their job possibilities and therefore couldn't afford to carry on for long. Probably shouldn't have done it then. This police investigation may also impact my niece, as they are involved in a custody battle, and this could be used against my sibling. And they expect you to give up your life for that? Tell them to talk to your sibling. The sibling committing the crime caused this, not your protecting yourself and your future. And this could be used against my sibling. Can't parent from prison anyway. And the older parent who is not a criminal is the better choice for custody anyway. Next up, I have 2 children, Donna, 21F, and Austin, 19M. Both live at home but also stay on campus at their respective colleges. Austin has a girlfriend, Bridget, whom he's been dating for nearly a year. Early in their relationship, Bridget stayed over once while Donna was at school. With Donna's blessing, Bridget slept in Donna's room and Austin stayed in his own. They chose to sleep separately and there was no drama. This winter break, both kids were home. Toward the end of break, Bridget returned from out of state but couldn't move back into her dorm yet. Austin asked if she could stay with us for a few days. I agreed, but mentioned we'd need to figure out sleeping arrangements since we don't have a guest room. Just mine and my husband's room, Austin's and Donna's. Austin said he and Bridget now share a bed, but his twin bed would be a tight fit. Donna has a full-sized bed, so I suggested Donna and Austin switch rooms temporarily. Donna could use Austin's bed, and Austin and Bridget would stay in hers. I assured Donna I'd change the bedding afterward, but she was visibly upset and asked why Austin couldn't just sleep on the couch. I told her it was only for a few days, and since Austin wanted to share a bed with Bridget, this arrangement made sense. When Bridget arrived, everything seemed fine at first. That night, Bridget went to bed early, and Donna pulled Austin aside in the kitchen. I couldn't hear the start of their conversation, but Austin suddenly started yelling, "Shut up! Why would you say that?" before storming into the living room. He loudly announced he'd never invite Bridget back if everything's such a problem. When I asked what happened, Austin explained that Donna asked him not to have sex with Bridget in her bed. He claimed he had no intention of doing that and accused Donna of being weird and trying to cause trouble. Donna said she had purposely tried to talk to Austin quietly to avoid a scene and hadn't said anything to Bridget. She also said it wasn't unreasonable to ask, given she knew Austin and Bridget were sexually active. I told Donna she didn't need to make such a big deal since I'd already promised to wash the sheets. Donna became upset and ended up staying with a friend for the rest of break. School has since resumed, but Donna is barely responding to my calls or texts. Austin told me Bridget overheard the argument and now feels uncomfortable being in our house or around Donna. My husband said Austin caused the scene by yelling and pointed out that Donna wasn't out of line for making her request. He also said I should never have let Bridget stay in the first place. Am I in the wrong? Let's start judging. You're in the wrong. Your husband is right. You made your adult daughter give up her room so your adult son could host his woman. If he wants a GF to stay over, he has to figure it out since your home does not have appropriate accommodations. I would be pissed if I were your daughter. Also, the fact that as a teen he wants to sleep in the same bed as his GF in his parents' home, I would not trust he wouldn't have sex in my bed. There's a total lack of reality and entitlement from your son. Which bed was he supposed to sleep in with his GF? You also played into this. You do not have the space. That's it. It was just wrong of you to put your daughter in this position. If your son can't sleep on the couch and give his GF his bed, you just do not have the room. Your son and his GF are not more important than your daughter. You're in the wrong. And so is Austin. Honestly, if I were Donna, I would never have agreed to let my brother and his GF share my bed, but Donna went along with it and made a super reasonable request. All Austin needed to do was laugh and quietly assure her that he'd never do that. Instead, he blew up and made a scene that embarrassed his GF. None of this is Donna's fault. She tried to accommodate your obnoxious request and got kicked in the teeth for it. You owe her the biggest apology possible. It's not a big deal, because it'll wash the sheets. Madam, there is not enough detergent in the world to erase the knowledge that your brother had sex in your bed from your mind. You're in the wrong. There were a lot of solutions that did not involve allowing your son to commandeer his sister's bed to sleep with his girlfriend. An air mattress, the couch. Hey, how about your bed, since it's totally not weird? Your daughter tried to handle her very valid concerns privately, and your son had a total meltdown. He made his girlfriend uncomfortable in your home, not your daughter. And you caused the whole thing by making such an inappropriate decision. If I were you, I'd apologize to your daughter, and then apologize to your son's girlfriend for creating the awkward scenario. I'd also tell your son that it was your mistake that led to his sister's comment, and he should apologize to her. What a mess you've created.